Welcome to Radical Truth to Power, the progressive news show with Let's BS 3. I am your host, Marlon Clyburn, and I hate that when I have to come on this late, it's never really good news, and this is not good news. According to KHOC 11 in Houston, quote, the 9-year-old boy who's been fighting for his life after being injured during the Travis Scott show at AstroWorld um, Festival has died, according to family members. The family attorney confirmed Ezra Blount's death on Sunday night. Ezra has been on ventilator and was in a medically reduced coma at Texas Children's Hospital since he was injured. He suffered several injuries during the crowd surge on the night of November 5th, according to his grandmother. Photos shared by the family show Ezra and his family, Treston Blount, at the festival before the chaos that led to the death of the 9 other young people. Extra Ant said the boy was an outgoing performer who loved to sing and dance. Travis Scott was his favorite rapper, so his dad took him to the concert. Um, this will be the 10th victim. The 10th victim of this festival, this concert. And now the youngest of the group, 9-year-old, Extra Blunt, has passed away. This has been a cluster F from beginning to the present. There's no two ways about it. There's no finding a silver lining. There's no finding a could have been worse. None of those things. 9-year olds should be concerned about their lives. They should. And I'm coming on here to say this because we've gotten to the point where everybody's going to start blaming the father. Why did you take your 9-year old to the concert? So on and so forth. And the fact of the matter is, because you didn't expect this to happen at a concert. Let's just be real about it. Let's just be really blunt about the whole situation. You didn't expect this to happen at a concert. This this situation right here never occurred in anybody's mind. And believe me, I know because it ain't like Travis Scott and these promoters just popped up one day, put on the internet, hey, we're gonna have a concert in about 3 hours, show up. This was promoted for an extended period of time. People came out. We're coming from a pandemic. We're sick and tired of being cooped up. We can get out. We can see people. We can interact. We can see our favorite artists on stage. My child, that's one of his favorite artists. I get to take him. I get to see him enjoy himself after the hellacious almost 2 years of going through this pandemic, and you just want to go to a concert and enjoy yourself. Period. End of story. Nothing, nothing to see here. And this happened. 10 dead. 10. The youngest being 9-year-old Ezra Blount. This promoter Travis Scott, the production company, the police, the security companies. Hard to say the security guards because though I showed yesterday that they didn't train them anyway. So the security companies all take blame in this. There's no silver bullet. You're not gonna find one group of people or one person and put the blame on them and case is done. They all share responsibility in this chaos. They all do. One way or the other, whatever their role in this situation is, they all take blame in this situation. And you're gonna see a whole bunch of them, and you'll recently see it. You'll see it eventually. The finger pointing. You'll see them come out, and you'll see them say, "Well, if this didn't happen, this would have happened. Well, if this didn't happen, this would have happened. Well, if that group would have did this, this would. Well, if that group would have did this, this would have happened." I'm telling you right here, right now, they all share responsibility in this. They all dropped the ball. They all did not live up to their responsibility. So I don't care what the report is going to come out and everything else. They all share responsibility in this tragedy. So for those who's coming on now, for those who just catching in on what I'm saying, 9-year-old Ezra Blount um, has passed away. I'll read again what I got so far. A 9-year-old boy who's been fighting for his life after being injured during the Travis Scott show at AstroWorld Festival has died, according to family members. The family attorney confirmed Ezra Blount died on Sunday night tonight. Ezra has been on ventilator and was in a medically reduced coma at Texas Children's Hospital since he was injured. He suffered several injuries during the crowd surge on the night of February 5th, according to his grandmother. Um, this is a quote from the attorney representing the family, Ben Crump. The Blunt family tonight is grieving the loss of their precious young son. This should not have been the outcome of taking your son to a concert, what should have been a joyful celebration. Ezra's death is absolutely heartbreaking. We are committed to seeking answers and justice for the Blunt families, but tonight we stand in solidarity with the family in grief and in prayer. And that's where we are right now. A 9-year old, just imagine this. A 9-year old lost his life going to a concert. A couple of years ago, last that wouldn't even been fathom. The first thing who sold him drugs? Who gave him drugs? What did he do? What did he fall off of? None of this would have came up. You wouldn't have fathomed any child losing their life at a concert. And we can point at different concerts and go, yeah, it's radical, it's crazy, it's inconspicuous. Oh man, I remember when I went to this concert and they was blah blah blah. Do you know why you remember those concerts? Because it was out of the norm. You go to a concert, you listen to the music, you throw your hands up, you clap, you have fun, and then you leave. You didn't expect this. Why you remember those crazed concerts years ago that you went to that you were like, oh, this was really crazy. This wow. balling. I don't know what you're talking about. I remember when I went to a concert. You know why you remember those concerts? Because it was out of the norm. It was not normal. When you went to a concert, I'm not going to repeat myself. This is just crazy. The terror of all the people who was caught in the crush is horrific. The thought of a terror of a 9-year-old child who could even comprehend what was happening is heartbreaking. Yeah, it was. The world is safer under COVID restrictions. It was. It was. Joy. I mean, Jenny. It really was. You remember those things. You remember that as much as people sat there and complained about not being able to go do the things that they want to do, at least they weren't talking about this. You remember those concerts because you're alive. Absolutely, Mickey. Absolutely. No, nobody. I done heard so much stuff that just let me get it off my chest. I done heard so much stuff about what other people could have done that the people there. Granted, I agree. Be wholeheartedly, in a certain way, I would agree. If I'm even in the norm of being crushed, if I'm in the norm where I have to pick and choose if I'm going to raise my hands over my head or put my hands beside me because it's so stacked. If I have to make that decision, I'm leaving. I'm out. I'm out of there at the very least. I'm going to the furthest part of it, and I'm going to listen to the concert because I already paid my money. But I'm going to be looking behind me, knowing that hey, ain't nobody behind me. So some kick off, I'm out of here. But nobody grew. Most people didn't grow up in the society that I did. That was a rule where I grew up at. Never ever go to a place where you don't have an exit. That's a norm, no matter where it is. You never ever walk into a place where you do not have an exit. We can say those things because we grew up on it. It was ingrained in our DNA at a certain point in our lives. I don't know what age it was, but at a certain point in our lives, it was ingrained in us that hey, we just don't do that. You actually would be picked on and ridiculed if you went into a situation and you didn't have an exit. They would call you some serious names, dude. You crazy, you an idiot. What's wrong with you and everything else? But again, that's how I was brought up, though. Everybody wasn't brought up the same way I was. Everybody was brought a majority of the people was brought up to realize that you go to a concert, there's enough security. You walk through a metal detector. You're taking change out of your pocket. You're taking keys out of your pocket. You're putting change back in your pocket. Put the keys back in your pocket. You go get popcorn or food or whatever or water and everything. You find your seat, so you find your spot that you're going to stand because you know the concert going to start. The concert starts. You have a ball. You enjoy yourself. You're jumping up and down. Ooh, I am tired. I'll be glad when this concert is over. The concert is over. You get back in the car. You're pissed off because it's taking a long time to get out of the parking lot. That was it. That was your concert moment. You sing the songs on the way home and things like that. In other words, what I'm saying is, as much as everybody wants to sit around and go, I wouldn't have, I couldn't have, oh, I wouldn't. It's very easy for everybody to say what you shoulda, coulda, would have done after all the facts done came out. That's real easy for everybody. That's that's football 101. You wait till the player make the play, then you go, "Ooh, I wouldn't have did that." Yeah, because you saw what the result was. Now you gonna tell us what would you have did before that? Sorry. Well, actually, you know what? I'll let this play. Well, I can't play that one because that's past tense. It's actually just saying that he's fighting for his life, and he's not. He has passed away. Um, I'm not gonna stay on here very long. I appreciate everybody that came in because there's nothing I can really add to this story. The tragedy has happened. um, Ezra Blount would make the 10th. Um, don't worry about it, Mickey. It would the video was past tense. It was saying that he was fighting for his life when we now know that he's already passed away. So the video right now is irrelevant. But like I said, I'm not gonna stay on here long. The 10th victim is a 9-year old Ezra Blunt. So I'm pretty sure I'll be coming on here with the 11th victim and the 12th victim because there are two other people that's still in the hospital, several people that's still in the hospital who, as reports say, they're, not life threatening injuries, but compared to the information that even flows, we don't know. We have no idea. We have no idea what the outcome is going to be. So, um, yeah, I'm gonna get off of this. Drink me a nice little alcoholic beverage and try to get to bed. So, thank you for all that came on. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please do not forget to hit that like button on the way out. I would truly appreciate it. And until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.